Hello Flamers, we have a fabulous show today for you guys, so let's fuel the fire. Hello, my name is Johnson, your political correspondent on Up in Flames. Today in politics, is Hillary Clinton the next president? Well, many people believe so, but we have one way on how Hillary Clinton can actually win. According to the Washington Post, she needs black women to vote for her. That's how Barack Obama was elected, and usually Democrats do very, very well with the support of black women. Hillary Clinton, get us on board. But is America really ready for a female president? According to Michelle Bachmann, no. But who really listens to her anyway? She even blamed the election of Barack Obama on guilt and social injustices in the American community. Anyway, I'm ready for a female president. How about you?
Good evening, Flamers. My name is Ozi Inadozi and I'm the Health and Beauty Consultant. And now in today's world of health and beauty. Are babies born with accents? According to Patricia Cole at the University of Michigan, they are. She tested infants 6 to 8 months and found that babies are able to recognize specific sounds and the accents of their parents. Speaking of mothers and fathers, do men lose weight faster than women? Well, at first they do, but along the lines, weight loss tends to equal out. This is because of body fat composition differences among men and women. Men tend to have leaner muscle mass, and women tend to have fat spread around their body. Remember, Flamers, the most important thing is not to watch the scale, but to make sure that you are happy and healthy.
Good evening, everyone. I am Erin Daniels-Isaacs, your business analyst on Up in Flames. So let's talk about women's success. The greatest Girl Scout in America. She came up with the bright idea of selling Girl Scout cookies in front of a marijuana dispensary. 13-year-old Danielle Lee sold 117 boxes of cookies in just 2 hours. Since cannabis, weed, is such an appetite stimulant, what a better way to cure your munchies? Cookies! I have to admit, she taught us all a lesson. When you're talking about money, it's all about the location.
Hi, my name is Berla Costin, your entertainment commentator for Up in Flames. This week in celebrity news, Paula Patton and Robin Thicke have called it quits after 9 years of marriage. But on the upside, Forrest Whitaker, when doing promotion for his new film, Repentance, said that the reason that he can go from Black Nativity and The Butler is because for him, it's all about the experience. Can we please get an applause for his final recognition for his role in The Butler at the NAACP Image Awards? Also at the NAACP Image Awards, Joe Morton was given recognition for his role as Olivia Pope's dad in Scandal. Speaking of Scandal, can I get a big applause for it coming back tomorrow? Everyone be sure to watch. As Black History Month goes, and Scandal comes, it is important that we remember where we came from. Let's go into the Inferno.
History was made in 1950 when ABC casted Ethel Waters in Beulah, the first show to star in Black actors.
Starring Ethel Waters as
Beulah. They say everything comes to them that wait. But there's only one thing I ever got from waiting. More wait.
The show was canceled in 1952 after accusations of stereotyping Black women. In 1968, almost 17 years later, NBC took the criticism into consideration when airing Julia, starring Diana Carroll.
Pick up your crayons, Corey. We'll be late for the party.
Boy, talk about dumb kids. Rosie Wagner thinks Santa Claus is white. Everybody knows he's black, right, Mama?
Well, darling, Santa Claus is really the spirit of Christmas giving. He can be any color. He appears different to different people. He can be black, white, or red, or yellow. To each his own.
But it was canceled in 1971 after audiences claimed it to be unrealistic in the middle of turbulence in the Black community. But in 1974, along came Teresa Graves in Get Christy Love, a show about a female detective. However, it was canceled after 1 year.
Hey.
You talking to me?
You looking for a customer? How much?
How much what?
Come on, I'm not a cop. How much?
$100.
$100? For just a little action? I don't want to get married. Nigger.
Nigger lover.
In 1996, new actress Brandy came across the scene in Moesha. And in 1999, Black Queen Monique and Princess Countess Vaughn portrayed the hilarity of a mother and daughter relationship in the Black community. Disney Channel came to the rescue in the early 21st century with cartoons such as The Proud Family, starring Kyla Pratt as the voice of Penny Proud, and sitcoms such as That's So Raven, starring the Cosby Show sweetheart, Raven Simone. In 2012, ABC debuted Scandal, the first show in 30 years to feature an African-American actress, Kerry Washington, as the lead role on a major television network. Washington plays Olivia Pope, a powerful public relations manager and the mistress to the president.
What do you want?
Sit down.
No.
Sit down, Olivia.
I am busy. I have a job. I have people who count on me. I don't have time to come running down to the White House at your beck and call like you're the only one who's important. Sitting down is not happening. So what do you want?
You.
Goodbye, Mr. President.
Oh, come on.
You do not summon me.
You do not walk away from me.
We're over.
We're not over. We're not ever going to be over. I am never going to be over you.
Your wife is at Blair House and she's about to explode your political career. You'll never get reelected if you don't get her back. Your time as president will be over and you're worried about getting your mistress back?
How many times do I need to tell you that you're more than that? Come back to me. Forgive me. I love you.
Please stop. Please stop getting my hopes up. Just stop.
I can't stop. I won't. Olivia?
I am not a toy you can play with when you're bored or lonely or horny. I am not the girl that gets at the end of the movie. I am not a fantasy. If you want me, earn me. Until then, we are done.
This possibly paved the way for NBC to once again follow in ABC's footsteps and air Deception, starring Black Hollywood A-list actress Megan Good. However, it fell short after one season. Currently, BET began the new series Being Mary Jane, starring Gabrielle Union, which, like Scandal, harps on the idea of successful Black women sleeping with married men and sexuality. As 2014 proceeds, we look to the future and hope that the success of Scandal on a major television network is the beginning of a trend.
Unfortunately, I think this all goes back to money and who they want to watch the show. They want white people with money to watch the show, and they probably want a wider audience. And since America is used to having a white woman as the lead role, that's nothing different. So it's going to bring all kinds of audiences. However, when you start putting color into the picture, unfortunately, it's going to start making the audience dwindle away. And I think that the reason why we don't see enough African American women in these lead roles is because of money, and they don't want to lose their audience.
I think America as a whole is discriminatory against minorities and women, and they have this whole notion that women are supposed to be weak. Therefore, when you have a woman in a strong role like Kerry Washington and Gabrielle Union, they have to throw in something negative because it just, in their minds, it doesn't make sense that a woman can just be this triple threat and not have extra baggage and not be sleeping with the president or sleeping with a married man, you know.
To a certain extent, I want to say that Hollywood's not ready for Black women to beat this stereotype, but also to a larger degree, I don't think America as a whole is ready, black people and white people. Like when you're looking at movies like Tyler Perry, and it's like you're seeing the roles that he's accepting for us to play. So it's hard for us to try and beat a mold that has already been pounded so deep and is still being pounded by a black man. So how can you expect for America, white America, to take us even more seriously when someone, a black man who's supposed to be in our league, in our lane, fighting for us, is still putting us in that corner?
So Rayla just mentioned the whole point about Tyler Perry and like how can white America take it seriously if you know, people like Tyler Perry are, you know, bringing down black women. So is it the writer's fault essentially, or is it the like whose fault is it? Because if we're talking about writers, we all love Shonda Rhimes, but she wrote this fantastic show about a strong, powerful black woman, but she still had added the baggage. So is it just because, you know, to add some interest into it? Like who's to blame for the stereotypes of black women?
Going back to what you said, I don't know if we should really focus on pleasing white America or, you know, conforming to whatever standards that they have in place. But at the same time, again, it's about what sells. So I think Shonda Rhimes took that into consideration when creating her character, Olivia Pope.
It seems like it's not normal for you to see a black person who has a normal life. Like That's So Raven, Disney Channel, that was like a long time ago, but that was like the only show, that and Cosby Show, that I can really remember in like shows from like long time ago where black people, they had lived in a normal household, they had like normal problems like everyone else. It seems that like people can't show television of black people being normal the same way that white people are normal. It seems like even when you see a white single mother and a black single mother it was her problem. Like the reason that she's single was her fault. She messed with a bad man that was a drug dealer. With a white woman, it's always like he died in war or he died in combat. She had no control over it. Black women, it seems like our problem is our own concern, and like we did to ourselves. Why can't we see maybe a black woman, her husband went off to war. She thought she had a good man, he was a good man. Like, is that not okay? She messed around, she was a drug dealer or something. Like, is that not okay?
Because people are scared.
It just makes me wonder, is that the only picture that they get when they think of an African-American person or an African-American woman? Like, the first thing that comes to their mind is, oh, she has to be sleeping with someone else, she has to be crazy, she has to be angry, or whatever.
She has to sleep with someone to get top.
Exactly, and it's like, do you think are we cheaters? Is there something that you're afraid of that? I don't know. It's just a constant like belittlement of our black society, and I just often wonder, like, is that the only picture that they can come up with that can grab an audience attention, or more importantly, grab a white American audience attention?
To see that on TV and to know that somebody thought that up and wrote it down and produced it, and that's what they're thinking in their head about black people as a whole.
That's the scary thing.
I just think that one way that we will ever, this will ever change is when black people finally decide that it's time to change. As long as we still accept that this is okay, and accept that when we can figure out that we can do this together, and that's the only way it's going to get done, is us doing it. We don't need help from the white man or something like that. We've got to be able to do it in ourselves.
We shouldn't, writers, black producers, black casting directors should not be afraid to make that type of show, make that type of movie, make that whatever that portrays us in the best possible light. There shouldn't be, oh, well, what will white people think about this? Who cares what they think about it? If they want to watch it, then they watch it. If they don't want to watch it, then they don't watch it. We should be more concerned about uplifting ourselves through whatever it is that we produce, not based off of what we might think, what they might think, or what they might input into the show. It should just be our decisions, our goals. Everything we do should be just to make ourselves look the best that we possibly can.
We need to make the norm equal. And I think right now the norm is based on white America, and it's not based on the black society. And if we can make that norm of being black women, black successful women, black successful men on TV, then we won't have a problem.
We're all about your opinion here at Up in Flames, so we asked you, do shows like Scandal and Being Mary Jane accurately portray successful black women? And here's what you had to say. so that's the end of our show. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you tune in next week. And remember, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and check out our website, upinflames.com. Thank you, have a great night, and remember, fuel the fire.